shoot some hoops. The athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. A UT education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain a remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls and enjoy diverse activities, including performing arts, guest lectures, nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president, and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, you are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
Hoops. The athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a testing.
Hello, hello. Oh, okay, we work.
Stadium, home of your University of Tampa Spartans. Tonight, the Spartans welcome the Nova Southeastern University Sharks. Here are the lineups for the Sharks. Goalkeeper from Farmingdale, New York, number 1, Shannon Hardy. Midfielder from Caracas, Venezuela, number 2, Sharma Silva. Defender from Jacksonville, number 4, Brianna Page. Defender from Sweden, number 8, Luis Matsgaard. Midfielder from England, number 10, Emma Brown. Defender from Canada, number 11, Brianna King. Midfielder from Miami, number 20, Christina Maravona. Forward from Safety Harbor, number 21, Lily Trong. Defender from Plantation, number 22, Izzy Martinez. Midfielder from Sweden, number 25, Saga Bjorling. And a forward from Augusta, Georgia, number 26, Deja Holman. The Sharks are led by head coach James Moore. He is assisted by Rafael Samos, Gabby Alfaro, Amy Vaughn, and Giuseppe Weller. And now, here are the starters for your University of Tampa Spartans. At goalkeeper from Sweden, number 1, Lovisa Camel. Forward from Melbourne, Florida, number 3, Alana Barr. Defender from Boca Raton, number 8, Quinn Knapp. Forward from Southborough, Massachusetts, number 10, Catherine Hostage. A forward from Garden City, New York, number 17, Jackie Morris. Defender from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 18, Rennie Taiwo. A forward from East Lyme, Connecticut, number 19, Stephanie De La Facade. Midfielder from Chalfont, Pennsylvania, number 20, Brooke Sagerwalt. A forward from Lutz, number 22, Madison McElhone. A defender from Sarasota, number 23, Gabby DeSantos. And a defender from Naperville, Illinois, number 30, Aaron McCarthy. Spartans are led by head coach Erin Switalski. She's assisted by Erin Stevens and Stacy Kaur. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask at this time, please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. University of Tampa and Nova Southeastern University all promote good sportsmanship by student-athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner, using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action towards officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the premises. Use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is not permitted at Pepin Stadium. The officials for this evening, Janessa Gunn, Philip Thompson, and Jordan Smith.
Well, hello, how's it going, everybody? My name's, of course, Tate Gephardt, and alongside
Taylor Storworthy.
We're here today for University of Tampa Spartans versus the Nova Southeastern University Sharks. Taylor's your first time calling a women's soccer game. You called his first men's soccer game. How did you enjoy it?
Enjoyed it pretty well. I also called the women's volleyball game between Nova and Tampa last night, too.
Who won?
Nova, sadly, 3-1.
Okay. Well, hopefully they can change the script here in soccer for the Spartans. I'll be here for the first half. My Atlanta Braves are currently playing in the playoffs, and then LSU plays Kentucky. We got my friend Fabricio who will be calling the second half with you. Taylor will be with you here all night, so give him a good warm welcome, Spartans fans. And, the game's about to begin. And, any fun facts before the game begins?
Yeah, a quick outlook for each team. Tampa is entering this game 5-3-1 so far in the season, 4-1 in conference play. Nova, meanwhile, is 4-4-1 on the year, with 2-2 in conference play, so both teams are relatively even matched. The paper would give the advantage to Tampa, but as we saw in the volleyball game last night, where Nova had a nice upset, anything can happen. Tampa will, of course, be looking to get some revenge for that result. Some key players for each side. Stephanie De La Fourcade and Catherine Hostage are two players that Nova will have to watch out for. The two have combined 9 goals and 9 assists this season, and Lavisa Camel has been strong in between the 6 and net. Nova has some strong players as well. Brianna Page and Luis Matsgard in defense have each scored some good goals this season. Matsgard scoring the winner against Florida Tech for Nova, while Page has gotten 2 goals and 2 assists. Tampa's coming off a pretty strong 3-2 win over rival Florida Southern, while unfortunately Nova has last taken a loss, 1-0 to Palm Beach. Both teams looking for the win tonight as play kicks off.
Spartans pushing down the right side, looking middle. Ball is centered, or attempted to be centered. Ball goes out of bounds. Now, was that off a defender?
It was out for a corner kick as Tampa's ready to take it. Yep, off one of the Nova defenders. A good attack. Hasn't led to anything yet, though.
I wish the numbers were bigger on these jerseys, honestly, so I could see. I can tell who most of these people are. It just helps with,
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. With men's soccer and even for volleyball, it was a lot easier to see the numbers. So it's a little bit more difficult here.
Nonetheless, Spartans are wearing home white. Nova Southeastern is wearing away blue, or navy, I should say. And Spartans with the kick. Ball high. Looking for a header. Spartans looking to somehow score early. Gabby with the ball. Going left side, looking to look middle. Good dribbling by Gabby, clicking center. Spartans resetting. Beautiful night here in Tampa. Slowly turning into nighttime. Spartans looking for an early goal here in the first half. Nova Southeastern can't manage to get it away.
Tampa's held possession for a while. There's a good cross.
In the air. Spartans with a huge opportunity right here. Spartans trying everything to just get the ball on net. Nova Southeastern doing just enough on defense to avoid a shot. They're flirting with the goal. And just left of the net. Felt like we were due for one there, Taylor.
Just wide. It was a great shot and a great pass to get right between the defenders. But it was tough. She had to do essentially a diving kick and wasn't able to direct it goalwards. So a goal kick here for Florida Southern. And noticeably, as you can see right here, Florida's running 3 in the back, and it looks like their wingers will also drop back, forming a back 5 on defense. And so far, Nova's had to do a lot of defending. They're going to get one of their first chances to move the ball up.
As I was quickly mentioning, sunset is happening behind us, as you can see, against the building.
Beautiful view on the Tampa skyline.
I have to mention it every time I broadcast. We're very fortunate to go to school here. Really pretty skyline. Tough to pay attention in class sometimes, not going to lie.
Yeah. I read a lot of classes not near windows, though, so that helps.
What year are you in again?
Junior.
Junior, okay. Senior year you have more near. Well, what's your major?
Digital media.
Digital media, okay.
Depends.
I would speak for marketing closer to your sophomore year. Ball on net, up and over. Closer to your sophomore, junior year, you take a lot of classes in that building by the river. So all you do is see. You look for, like, maybe a dolphin or...
Yeah, I had a math class there one time at night, and always a really nice view out to the river.
It's tough to focus,
It can be. Goal kick here for the Spartans.
I gotta ask you, what makes them choose, like, the goalies choose, like, random colors? Cause
well, the thing is, for goalie jerseys, it's so they can step out and be more of a prime target, I think, as well. Goalie's a little bit like quarterback in normal football, where they're kind of a special position. You can't go as harsh on them in challenges, where sometimes if a defender or an attacker has a good challenge where they collide with the goalie, the attacker will always be given a foul, because the goalie has to be a little more protected.
Got you.
And also, since they're the only player to use their hands, it's good to differentiate. Because you don't want to have a player that's wearing the same jersey be called for a handball when it's legal.
I just feel like they could choose whatever color they want. I've seen some teams whose colors are like white and red, and their color be like neon or green or whatever.
As long as the color is different from the other jerseys, they can choose whatever. And I think sometimes teams will pick different jerseys. I know occasionally in the real world, Liverpool actually had to debut a different goalie jersey to have a clashing goalie kit from Barcelona's goalie jersey in the Champions League.
Oh, so their goalies can't have the same. Got it.
At least it has to be somewhat different, because even though the goalies don't normally interact, in a very late game desperation type of situation, the opposing team's goalie will go up into the box to try to win a corner. So.
Understood. So they don't want it to be unfair. Makes sense.
Exactly.
Spartans pressing down the right side. Looking for a shot middle. I believe that was deflected by a Shark.
Yep, deflected out for a corner kick.
Shout out to Mr. Harrison Taylor. I believe he was the one playing Baby Shark when the Nova Southeastern team was announced. So shout out to you, Mr. Taylor. Very funny dude out there, Mr. Taylor.
Yep. It's hard to see sometimes, but also check out for some random messages on the scoreboard from time to time.
Yep. Speaking of which, obviously if you're here, you understand what's going on. But tell your friends. Come out, watch Taylor and I. TampaSpartans.tv or any sports. Low line driving kick, just over everyone.
Tampa keeps it alive.
Ball looking to go middle. Spartans with another opportunity here early on. Nova Southeastern clears it away.
Here's a chance, a chase back for the ball. Tampa should win it though. They get it right back to Camel.
Always interesting. The women's team their benches are always closer to the blue building. Men's games, it's always closer to here. Don't really know why, because I feel like there'd be a lot of moving from benches, but maybe there's a reason behind that. I don't know. I haven't heard.
I'm not fully sure either, but yeah, that is a pretty noticeable difference. I think it might just be due to regulations.
Might be like it might be a set regulation thing I'm not aware of.
Yeah, I'm not fully certain about it either, but yeah, that difference does make it a little bit harder to see on the bench, but actually gives us a nice clearer view of when a player is getting ready to come on. Intercepted here by Nova. And even though they've been on the back foot, they have played strong defense so far. A chance to hit on the counterattack. Thwarted nicely in the midfield, but one right back.
Nova Southeastern looking to find an opportunity. Cannot find one. My Atlanta Braves are winning 3-0. I am excited. Trying to hold in my emotions. Nonetheless, back to soccer. Nova Southeastern with the ball.
Nova's working it well in the midfield. There's some open spaces. They're going to work it out wide.
Nova Southeastern looking to go middle.
I believe Page is on the ball. You can see why Page has been a good part of the offense. 2 goals and 2 assists on the year for Nova Southeastern. I believe she's playing as a marauding fullback, going up from the right side, a little bit like Trent Alexander-Arnold does for Liverpool in the Premier League.
I'm going to go ahead and assume you're a Liverpool fan based off your lanyard.
Yep.
All right.
And for viewers that can't see me, which is everyone, I do have a Liverpool lanyard for my keys. So,
if I were to be an international fan of a team, I don't have a team, who should I be a fan of?
Well, if you're looking for the big six, I'd say any of them besides Manchester United are fine. I'm also a pretty big fan of Norwich.
Okay.
They've gotten 2 owners that love the club. They're not very wealthy, but they help the club with whatever funds they have, and they have been active on the transfer market. A few years ago, there was a funny moment at halftime. Owner Delia Smith went out onto the field at halftime and tried to rally the fans. She was a little bit worse for wear, a little bit drunk, but still got the crowd going. They unfortunately lost the game. They are not that good. They're essentially the Baltimore Orioles of the Premier League.
Good to know. That's a good.
So, but still, the fan base loves the owners, and they support the team, which that's always great to see.
Speaking of supporting the team, shout out to all the fans for the Spartans coming out in attendance here on a beautiful Saturday night to watch some Tampa Spartans soccer. It's greatly appreciated. Or if you're tuning in at Tampa Spartans TV, TampaSpartans.tv. I can't talk. Thank you for tuning in. Nice crowd here tonight.
Yep. I think each of the games I've had commentary on so far have had some good crowds. The volleyball one had some good fans from both sides. Tonight seems like it's a primarily Tampa crowd. So
I would say one of the reasons why, obviously, with Tampa, it was a good move by the Sharks. I would say, we don't realize how badly we miss things until they're gone.
Exactly.
So when sports were taken away, I think just the need and want to come out to a sporting event kind of went up, which is good to see.
I definitely felt that as well, because I definitely went to a few more games like in the summer than I normally would for sports games this summer. Now it was the first time fans are back, because you don't really notice it until it's gone, like you said. Just being able to go out to a game and just enjoy the atmosphere.
Simple things, yeah.
And even here for college athletics, it's only Division II. Like, it's not as large as, say, some of the massive 70,000 filled stadiums you have for a Michigan and Penn State game.
But I would say attendance is picking up on our end, and I don't know if it's due to the teams getting better. I think that helps, but also just with COVID, just don't want to see a sporting event. And fortunately for these Spartans fans, both men's and women's team are really good this year in soccer. So
yep, and there's a good shot that's going to go wide for Nova Southeastern. And yeah, I mean, Tampa's soccer team is nationally ranked. The women's team isn't as of right now, but if they get on a good winning streak, they could also try to break into the top 25. The volleyball team, of course, has been
historically
good and continues to be so as well. They'll probably drop a few places, but are still easily going to remain in the top 25 after this week too. So good to see Tampa sports doing great here. And the fans as well. They still come out here, enjoy the game and the teams, which is always great to see.
34-18 remaining here in the first half. University of Tampa Spartans 0, Nova Southeastern Sharks 0. Thanks for tuning in so far. Kicked off a Spartans player will be the Sharks' ball.
Tampa's, I think, had a partial upper hand, but it's been relatively close. And the scoreline definitely reflects that. Tampa's having some good pressure, though, in their attacking third. And Nova has to keep cycling it backwards. Nearly intercepted there. That could have been a good chance for Nova.
Risky opportunity may have paid off for the Spartans, though. Things seem to be opening up if they could get it by, and
fortunately they lost it right in the midfield. That's where all the action happens for the most part, the midfield. As Tampa's now going to get a nice header up. They might have an open opportunity here on the wing.
Gabby on the left side looking to pass middle, trying to get it by. Do not know if that went off. Did not, so it will be Spartans throwing.
Yeah, as you've mentioned, Gabby DeSaltos this season, I probably butchered the name, I apologize, has done a great job on the left side as a good marauding wingback for Tampa, getting some good crosses in and even some attacking chances. I believe she had a goal against Tuscaloosa.
Sorry to cut you off.
That's all right. It was about to be a chance.
As you were saying.
But yeah, Gabby's had I believe she had a goal against Tuscaloosa earlier this season. So even though she's playing back as a member of the back four, she's definitely getting up there and being aggressive. But being up there can leave you exposed like this. Thankfully, Tampa will be able to chase that down. Not perfectly, though.
Opportunity here for Nova.
Good recovery there from Gabby. She's going to be able to win it and clear it away.
Smart play by Gabby to just clear it.
Yeah, in that situation.
After a long run, it's tough to come back.
Exactly. And you could tell, being aggressive as a wingback, it'll let you overload the side. It'll give you open opportunities. But Nova was able to play a really nice counterattacking through ball that just executed a nice pass through the open hole and left Gabby running for a minute. But thankfully, Gabby was able to get right back into the action and make a good stop in the box.
The Sharks with a throw-in, looking for any form of shot that he can get. Spartans with a clear.
So interesting to see, I'd say, for Paige and Gabby right there. Two both aggressive wingbacks on each side, so that'll lead to a lot of pressure. A good matchup to watch tonight on the field. And a nice ball through.
Potential if they could catch up to it. And they
Not far enough. It'll settle right back to Shannon Hardy, who's been the goalie one this season for Nova Southeastern.
Interesting tactic by the Spartans coach. Some of the practice players getting some ladder drills in as the game's going on, as Nova Southeastern decides to just have everyone on the bench.
Yep, the players warming up. You always have to make sure you're warm and ready, even as a substitute goalie, because sometimes you're going to need to be called in at a worst possible moment. We saw that earlier in the season in what was an 8-0 win for Tampa over Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa's goalie had gotten an injury and had to sit out the rest of the game, so the sub had to be brought in. Meanwhile, Nova on the corner.
Ball in the air. Opportunity, good save, and I believe... do you know what they called there?
I believe there was a foul in the box. The header was saved regardless, though. But
it's a nice save, honestly.
Yeah, it was a good save.
Oh, Nova Southeastern with a potential opportunity here. Looking to go middle. Nova Southeastern looking middle. And somehow misses left of the net while being in the middle of the net, but goes left, and it should be a Spartans kick.
Yep, a Spartan goal kick right there. That was a really nice chance in front of goal. Nice play from Paige to set up the chance, and I believe it was Borling in there with a nice cross that sadly didn't get on the right end of goal. Well, actually, not sadly, because that would have put Tampa 1-0 down. But it was a good chance for Nova, and they'll probably be regretting missing it. Although they've started to be a little bit stronger in the attack, definitely closing the gap of momentum that Tampa had built up at the start.
For those at home, Taylor likes to go with the more honest way of broadcasting, which I enjoy, not favoring either side. I obviously am a diehard Spartan, so it's tough for me, but nonetheless, I respect both ways.
Great pressure there in the midfield by the Spartans. They're now going to get a really nice attack. It's going to be one back by Nova, though, cleared away.
I'll ask you a question after this offensive possession. What sport have you had more fun calling this year so far? Volleyball or soccer?
I'd say volleyball at first, but I definitely always enjoy doing soccer. I think maybe it was the novelty of why did I call it? I was going to call it in reverse, but the novelty of volleyball, I think, made it enjoyable last night as well. So
it's always fun to try out a new sport.
Exactly. But it's always good to be able to fall back on stuff I know, like tonight here for Spartans soccer. Spartans footy.
Soccer your favorite sport?
Yeah, probably one of them.
One of them. Cool. We should both try to call American football. Oh, we can't.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Dang. Mr. Colby may have to talk to Mr. Vaughn about that. Oh, well, we'll try. We had one back in the day. I always bring it up just to keep it in relevant memory on the off chance we ever bring it back. The only D2's team to have a number 1 overall draft pick. We actually beat Nick Saban when he played.
Oh, it's good to have one win over one of the greatest coaches in college football history. Tampa has it in the box.
No penalty called?
No foul, yeah. I think it was just outside the box, so it would have been a free kick. But, yeah, I think Brandon and I, we mentioned it as well in the previous game. The women's games, the refs will usually let more contact slide.
I wonder why that is. Is it just, you think we're the only ones noticing it and they just have different refs? Or is it just,
no, I think it's just...
Because you're right, I've noticed that. I just don't...
I don't know. I think it's because I think in the men's game, they'll go down for calls more often and try to call for them more. Ironically, yeah, it's just...
More of a flopping scene, I get you.
The women, less flopping on the women's side, which is actually really nice to see as well.
It's more of a traditional soccer, I feel.
Yeah.
But with the football, by the way, Nick Saban was a player when he played for Kent State. I want to add that fact in.
Yeah. A lot of the good coaches usually start out as players.
They do, yeah. Just funny that we did them. I remember seeing a kid with a shirt my freshman year that a shirt said, "We beat Nick," and it had the score. It was the Cigar Bowl back in, I believe, 72, but do not quote me on that. Nonetheless, Spartans get the steal the ball, and 26-21 remaining here in the first half. Spartans tied here with the Nova Southeastern Sharks.
That's a nice block there by Nova to send it out for a throw-in. And I believe Tampa is running a more standard 4-3-3, as you can tell with the forward wingers and striker in the center. But you can also see their midfield is up a little more aggressively too. But having those people forward can leave them a little vulnerable on a break. Looking at formations, I do think that Nova's running a more 4-4-2 with two pressing forwards. Number 25 playing a bit more wide as she's going to try to get to it. It will go out for a Tampa throw-in off the misplaced through ball.
Not a lot of offense so far here in the first half. We've had maybe 2 opportunities on each side, and really since then it's just been all back and forth.
Yep.
And not much in between.
It's definitely a slower pace than a volleyball match, but there have been some good chances. I mean, I think there have been 2 plays that easily could have been goals. One was very early on for Tampa. That was a little bit of a hard ball to reach, and it was tipped to the left. And that play we had mentioned earlier, the nice play from Page to Borling all the way inside, which had gotten deflected weirdly just to the left of the net. Just didn't get enough forward movement to get inside.
Spartans looking to defend.
Nova's trying to win that corner, but Tampa, great defense to keep it in.
Nova Southeastern trying to find a chink in the Spartans' armor. Haven't found one yet.
They're working it around, though, trying to open things up from the midfield, and will cycle back to the defense. But Tampa's going to win it here, and they have a little bit of open room on the right flank. It's going to go right to the center.
Ball hit to the right side. It's a race for the...
However, it's going to be called for offsides a little bit later on the call by the ref as he was tracking back on the play. I think she was just 1 foot maybe offsides there. Those are the margins between a goal and an offsides foul that'll lead to a free kick.
It is currently 7:27 Eastern Time, 23-23 remaining in the first half. Score still 0-0. You're, of course, watching us on TampaSpartans.tv, where you can watch any and all sports here for the university. If you want to watch Tampa hockey, you can catch me and some of my other friends who also go to UT on blackdoghockey.com. You can also follow any of Tampa Spartans Athletic at Tampa Spartans on Instagram. You can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and I believe we even have a LinkedIn, but I don't know if the athletics department does. Nonetheless, back to soccer. Spartans looking to push on the offensive. Taylor, anything you'd do differently if you were the Spartans head coach?
Good, to be honest, I think they've been playing well right now. I personally like teams that run 4-3-3 systems, so I'm definitely thinking that they're running it well. I don't think I'd have any pointers or things that they should really focus on, but probably just to try to execute better on their shots and chances that they've opened up. I think they've worked on the wings well in situations just like right here. They've been able to get the ball into nice situations. But, of course, it's always just that last pass that's so hard to build up to and get a goal off of.
That's what the Spartans are looking for at the moment. Nova Southeastern with the throw-in.
That's good pressure for you from Tampa.
Potentially looking to steal a goal somehow, some way.
Yep, Nova's been doing a good job of protecting it, though. But I definitely commend Tampa's pressing. They've been able to try to make some errors. And as you saw sort of just a second ago, Nova had to hurry the ball out of the goal box. And that's great pressure again on Tampa. Should go, and that's going to be a Nova throw-in.
Little game of back and forth ping pong type action with the headers.
The clearance intercepted as Nova's going to gain it right back. That ball is going to be, however, cleared away, intercepted,
and
but out of bounds.
Lights doing good so far. We had that one outage earlier in the year. Happened at the end of the men's game. Since then, Lights have been A-okay.
Hopefully the Lights will remain strong. Play on here for Nova. So they've got now a chance inside the box. Dabby trying to get in front of it. Not squared up cleanly enough for Nova, though. Tampa's going to be able to hit it out. Player down. I'm going to be honest.
I thought there was a head-to-head there, but then they kind of both...
Yeah.
She looks like she's grabbing maybe her leg.
If it was outside the box, I 100% would have called Tampa a foul on that.
I didn't really see it exactly correctly, but she's walking it off.
It looked like a head-to-head challenge. I think probably little knock on the head. Could be a little dazed, and also, was favoring her leg a second ago. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Never want to see injuries, even to big rivals. So that's a shove, but it's going to be clean.
There's no call. I don't know how that's not a call.
Yeah. Again, they're a little more lenient, but I would say tonight especially so. So
I think that's just a push. I don't know really what you missed there, but nonetheless, that's why they pay us to be broadcasters and not referees. Nonetheless, Spartans pushing down the right side, looking to go middle somehow, some way.
Through ball is nice, but unfortunately Nova will be able to get to it as it goes out for a goal kick.
Fans still discussing where the missed call was, but nonetheless, we play on. Good news about a game where there's not a lot of calls. Game goes a lot quicker, so that means, more fluid soccer.
Exactly, and you hate to have a game that's just completely ruled by free kicks for every minute.
True, but you also hate to see a game that's not has a lot of calls that aren't called, so somewhere in the middle is usually where, it'd be nice. Spartans with the opportunity here. Wide open shot.
A chance.
Wide north of the net.
Just skied it over. A really nice play. Had the one-on-one, but unfortunately wasn't able to keep it down.
Spartans and Nova Southeastern have both had multiple opportunities here tonight and just have not found a way to execute yet. But we're edging closer and closer, so we should see a goal here soon.
Yeah, she's actually going to be coming off after missing that shot. Unfortunately there. Tampa's had some really nice build-ups, and like you said, what would I tell the team to work on? Definitely keeping those shots down. Those high shots will almost always beat the keeper, but a low-driven shot, like we saw two of them on those one-on-one chances for the men's team in their 2-1 comeback win against Florida Southern.
Those tend to find the net. Yeah.
Yep, those tend to be more accurate, and if they have a little curve, they can be even harder to reach for a goalie, too.
Nonetheless, I think it's just trying to keep it simple.
Yep, a little bit too much power sometimes can cause a little bit of elevation, but Tampa's going to get another chance right here.
Another opportunity here for the Spartans, and it's a goal! First goal for the night for the Spartans goes right side of the net. Taylor, thoughts?
That was a great goal, a great build-up from the left side, and again, it was kind of off a nice counter from the middle. And that's
Assisted by number 12, Phyllis Richardson.
Fans excited.
And that is
Lead 1-0.
And that's actually Richardson, the sub who's just come on, the sophomore from Tampa. Really good work there to make the pass right to Hostage, her 5th of the year.
Right to Hostage. It was a good shot. Fans excited. We could hear them screaming goal. It was a good shot. Nonetheless, Spartans lead 1-0 here with 17:51 remaining here in the first half. Nova Southeastern looking to get a quick comeback. And a penalty or foul was called. I don't know why. I must have missed it.
I think I missed it as well, but
nonetheless, it should be Nova Southeastern kick.
Now, I will say I think Tampa should be very cautious because looking at their stats and their lineup, I think they're a team that likes to execute off the set pieces because 2 of their defenders had scored their recent goals. Matt Scott had scored a winner against Florida Tech. So she might be a target they're trying to aim here for this cross into the box.
And she does. She shoots high. And if that was American football, that would be 3 points, folks. But it's not, and this is soccer, and that is just north of the net. 16:55 remaining. Spartans lead 1-0 if you just joined us by a goal by Mrs. Hostage, right of the net.
And yeah, Hostage has been solid all year. One of the 2 top attackers for Tampa, alongside De La Fourcade, who's been a little bit quieter tonight, but hopefully De La Fourcade can get some better action and possibly back in the net a little bit later, as Nova will get the throw-in.
You're still excited from your first debut, I can tell.
I kept doing that in the volleyball game, too, once or twice, unfortunately.
You just get words stuck in your head, bro. It doesn't ever go away.
Exactly. Tampa's finally going to be able to get it out a little bit closer to midfield, but Nova will retain possession on the throw-in.
I am going to check for everyone. The men's team currently, I believe, is playing number 13th, Nova Southeastern, at Nova Southeastern. So I'm going to see if I can get a quick updated score on that.
It's a good tackle there. That will lead to a throw-in for Nova Southeastern.
The men's and women's teams here like to always play actually the same teams, just usually alternating places.
Yep, I think we had noticed that, of course, the volleyball teams had played last night. And what was a thrilling match. Relatively equal. Every set had gone with both teams scoring 20, but unfortunately Nova won 3 and Tampa only won 1 set. And at that point, Nova, you could call them de facto champions of the Sunshine State Conference.
I said Sunbelt Sunshine. We are having a hard time talking tonight,
God,
folks.
yeah.
That's a tough job for broadcasters. That's our literally only
It's the one job. We just have to talk, and we can't do it right. Oh, boy.
Pass on the left side. If Gabby can catch up to it. She says nope.
The one thing Tampa can do right is get on the counter. That pass did miss, but they're good at being able to exploit, using pace to get up forward. You see Gabby, that's one thing you love to have of a marauding fullback, to just dart on an overlap, get wide on the side, to be able to bring nice crosses or passes back through the center. That ball will be deflected in the midfield. Throw-in for Tampa. Must have hit off a hand.
Someone screamed handball. Don't know if they called it. They do not.
They did, actually.
Oh, they did?
Yep, that's the free kick right here.
I got to get better at seeing the motion. I swear I didn't think they called that. Nonetheless, Gabby kicks it down the left side.
Page once again on the ball. Going to now center it. A little bit of an open on the left side. Nova's going to find it. An equalizing chance maybe. They're going to go edge of the box. That's a good cross all the way in. But it's going to be cleared away from Tampa. Page now outside the box. Great pressure from Tampa to win it right back. Once again, Nova's going to hold it.
Nova's trying to find a chink in the Spartan armor. Spartans putting up their shield, trying their best to defend the Sharks.
And a great double team there to win the ball and clear it away. Nova's going to want to keep the play alive, though. Actually, that will be let out for a throw-in. Emma Brown should be taking it.
Still looking for the score between the men's game currently going on. We'll let you know as soon as this finishes loading. I believe they are winning, if I am reading this correctly.
Yep, I believe they're currently up 1-0 to Nova.
In the second half, 21-36 remaining in that game. Would be a huge win for the Spartans. I don't know what they moved up to after beating Florida Southern.
I believe they stayed around nationally ranked. They were
23rd when we called the game,
Yeah.
so I don't know if they moved up any farther, but Nova Southeastern is ranked 13th on the schedule. So nonetheless, still a ranked team. Would be a big win for the Spartans.
would be inverse of what happened with volleyball, as the 20th ranked Nova team beat the 8th ranked Spartans, as Spartans now are going to get it out wide.
Another opportunity.
But it'll be deflected outwards. I believe that's a throw-in for Tampa.
If
Or
it
did it go out?
I can.
Yes, it did actually for
It
a
did?
corner.
If it goes left, if it goes on the left side, right, it's a corner. If it's on the right side, it's a throw-in, correct?
Yep. If it goes all the way behind the goal and to the left of the corner flag, it's a throw-in.
Okay.
To the right of the corner flag, out to the sideline, or no, right to the sideline, it's a throw-in.
It must have been right because it went.
Must have been to the left because it was a corner kick. But nothing came out of it. Or they changed the call?
Yeah.
Yeah, either way, it's now a goal kick for Nova Southeastern. But yeah, I got it wrong. Left of the corner flag, it is a corner or goal kick. To the right, it's a throw-in.
Glad we got that situated and understood. Nova Southeastern looking to kick down the left side.
Gabby's going to recover it. A nice move to open up past Page. Back to Richardson, who had the assist earlier.
Spartans looking to increase their lead. Huge opportunity right here for the Spartans, and good save by the Nova Southeastern goalkeeper.
Shannon Hardy had a good save right there. Of course, the senior from New York. And there's a
believe-
chance for Hostage to try to double her total on net.
She was going for a double, and she was fine with the single at the moment. But good shot, good soccer all the way around.
Yeah.
Spartans look to expand on their lead here before half. 11:43 remaining. Looks like it went off the Spartans, and it did.
Yep, I believe that's Fourcade on the right wing. Yeah, but either way, it will be a goal kick now for Nova Southeastern. A chance for them to try to get back into it. And a substitution will be made for Tampa. I believe that's going to be Hostage coming off.
Day quickly turns into night here as we are officially in some Saturday night football action. Other things going on in the world today. A big fighting matchup tonight in the boxing area. Wilder versus Fury. I don't know if you know anything about that, Taylor, but if you do, who do you have?
I don't know enough to make a call, so
Just give me a guess. Give me a guess for all this.
I'm going to say Fury.
Okay. You heard it from Taylor's mouth. If it happens, you may want to listen to Taylor more often.
I wouldn't use my my pick as any gambling advice, though. I'm not responsible if you make
any bets. We also
Exactly.
don't recommend bets. I don't
Yes.
think that's something we can do.
Yeah. Oh, no, of course not.
But nonetheless, if you do decide to put anything on the line, I would put Fury. Fury's had the upper hand versus Wilder. This is I believe, the trilogy fight, so this should be a big one. Also some college football action, some playoff baseball. All around sports are happening. Love to see it. Ball in the air for the Spartans.
Nova's going to win it, however. They were able to recover the corner kick.
My main point to ask that question was basically just to say, right now we're in probably the prime time if you're a sports fan of all sports. Everything that you want's going on. We got preseason basketball, preseason hockey, baseball playoffs. We got NFL tomorrow. The Buccaneers, I believe, take on... Who do they face? Do you know? Miami?
I'm not sure. I forget.
I believe the Dolphins here at Raymond James. I know they're at home. So that's the thing going on. But nonstop action happening. And, of course, if you're over the age of 21, October Beer Fest happening across the river at Curtis Hickson. Walked by there today. Fun to see people all dressed up, enjoying the season of October.
And I know both teams as well, whether it's men's or women's for soccer, they've got a few Germans, so so they might go and celebrate as well.
Celebrate.
Of course, Oktoberfest, it's massive in Germany.
I went on the off season to Germany one time, and I went, and it wasn't during Oktoberfest time, but they still have festivals like that year round, and it's quite a sight to see. But
it's definitely a bucket list activity.
It's a bucket list thing, nonetheless. Spartans looking to push to extend their lead.
Paige, once again, you can tell how she's bringing it up. A really nice ball through.
This
could be an opening.
Equalizer.
Cross into the box. It's going to go right there. It's a goal.
That just snuck in. I'm not exactly sure who the goal would be awarded to, but literally could not have been.
Looking at the play, I assume it's going to have to come off the forward there. Looked like it's tapped right over the goalie's leg.
I jinxed us, folks. My apologies. Said it would be the equalizer, and it was.
Still plenty of time, though. 9 minutes left in the first half, and a full second half to go. But a really nice play, and again, you can kind of see they were able to get a really nice counterattack. It was a ball forward from Page And just like earlier, a nice cross inside, but this time it was kept on target.
It's one of those goals where I think both people were deciding what to do in that situation, and it just...
Eastern goal scored by number 26, Deja Holman.
So a great goal there from Holman, a junior from Georgia. And that's going to ruin any opportunity for Tampa to hold the clean sheet, sadly. So Lavisa won't be able to add another one to her tally on the season.
It's one of those goals I think they just got stuck in the middle thinking one or the other was going to save it and then just snuck in.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just, I think, well-worked attack, and the ball went right to the center. Yeah, both players went for it, but expertly tapped it just right above. So... not able to be reached.
Was the ball touched after the cross? I didn't see. I saw.
That's actually a question because they had said it was awarded to Holman. I believe she might have been in the center. I could be thinking Borling's on the right side. I'm not fully sure on that. That is a very close play. I'd have to examine the replay.
Nonetheless, Spartans trying to get the ball to the middle. 8:18 remaining here in the first half.
I think Tampa's going to need to put a little bit more pressure. They're definitely...
The one thing I'd say about the Spartans team, the pressure hasn't seemed to stop mounting even though they gave up that goal.
Yeah, and that's the thing you have to do because you can't go on the defensive after conceding and it's tied like this. Tampa's going to be wanting to get a win. That would help them in the hunt for possibly becoming a ranked team or pushing for playoffs. And for Nova as well. They're currently 500 overall in the season. They would love to get some points here, at least a draw. That would help them out too.
Speaking of points, Spartans looking for some right here. Ball, I believe, kicked out of bounds, and it should be a throw-in for the Spartans. Spartan throw-in. Ball, shot.
And it'll be easily corralled by Nova's keeper.
I thought the goalkeeper was out of bounds when she got the ball, but...
Nope, it was in bounds, but just instead of going for the goal kick, yeah. She did venture out of her net, however, to go and get that, so. That's a good block in the midfield from Tampa. If the press can work, they could win it back in a dangerous position.
Spartans trying to. Nova Southeastern ultimately decides to kick it back to their goalkeeper.
You can notice the front three for Tampa pressing up pretty high.
Forcing the goalkeeper to try
Send
to
it long.
keep the line drive. That might be some insider tips that they know that maybe she can't kick it super far, or maybe there's something that they know that we don't. But nonetheless, Spartans with a beautiful pass, looking to bring the ball center for another opportunity. Off a Nova Southeastern player.
Out for a corner kick for Tampa. And you were mentioning for if it was some sort of tactic for the goalie. I believe that's just the way Tampa is tactically organized. Gegenpress off a 4-3-3 is very popular in real life. You see Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola.
Spartans looking to somehow head a goal in, but no one going for the ball. Wait, they figured it out. Someone's going.
Yep. And as I was mentioning, Klopp and Guardiola, two of the greatest managers in the world. They love to emphasize a 4-3-3 type playing style, and Klopp, famous for the gegenpressing that we see so often in German football, ready for the corner now is Tampa. I saw that there was no one near, so I was going.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just giving you a knuckle. Here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Recovery cross inside, and will be cleared back by Rennie Taiwo.
Spartans.
I find it's always fun here to see some of the players from all around the world on these teams.
Soccer is one of those sports. For fortunate, we get to see a lot of people of all different types of countries come together and play one sport. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I love calling this game so much. You get to see people from all across, different nations come together and work together as a team for a common goal, and that's what the Spartans look to do here tonight. Score is currently 5-0-3. Tie ball game here, 1-1, as Tampa is tied up with the Nova Southeastern University Sharks. But yeah, back to the diversity thing. We love seeing it. Tonight we got people who are playing from England, Sweden, Venezuela, a lot of United States, obviously, Norway, I believe that is all the international. More so, I think, on the men's team. We have one from Guatemala as well.
There's a chance up by the box. The goalie will simply clear it away. That'll be out for a throw-in for Tampa.
Nonetheless, soccer, very well traveled. Obviously growing bigger here in America. We bring it up every time we do a broadcast.
I mean, you can just take a look at the USL, which is forming itself to be a very, very strong minor league almost system for American soccer that's headquartered here in Tampa. And our very own Tampa Bay Rowdies, who had clinched playoffs a few weeks ago, doing very well there as well.
Tampa Bay Rowdy champions are actually the men's team. They beat USF, our dreaded D1 rival. It's a good thing. Good to see. Love growth of sports. Atlanta United, it wasn't a thing when I was a kid, but when they grew on, I became a fan. And I think you need to have fans to grow a sport. And, slowly I think things are building here. I think people are starting to understand the culture of soccer and the passion behind it. So, nonetheless, corner kick for the Spartans. Ball dropped middle. Spartans looking to somehow score here with 3:26 remaining in the first half.
Sent out wide here for the Spartans. They're going to get another chance here on goal. And out for another Spartans corner.
I believe they're awarding that
Actually, it's a goal kick. You're right.
Tough to see from where we're at, folks. We have to sort of guess or based off deflection. Nova Southeastern with a quick kick.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the action. Plays like this, you can see the true tactical shape for Tampa. They've got a defensive midfielder sitting closer to the line, two more aggressive offensive midfielders up by the wings, looking to exploit the channels and helping assist the play out wide. And you could also notice about Gabby DeSaltels, who's a bit almost like Andrew Robertson on the left wing, getting up there as a marauding fullback, whipping some crosses in and helping overload the left side. It's a tactic that we see in the real world, and Tampa has been utilizing it well here tonight, and I think throughout most of the season. A throw-in here will be awarded to Nova with 2 minutes 20 to play.
As mentioned, I am calling the first half. Taylor will stay along with you for the rest of today's game, but my friend Fabricio will be joining here in the second half. We like to keep a pretty diverse broadcast group here, give everyone as many opportunities as possible. Fabricio wondered if I could call the second half. I said, of course, and here we are. Nonetheless, 2 minutes remaining. Tie ball game on a beautiful Saturday night between two Sunshine State rivals.
Good pressure in the midfield from Tampa. That's going to force a long ball that will be intercepted by Tampa.
1:40 remaining.
Ooh, a little bit of a rough challenge, so that will lead to a foul.
That was probably the second foul called tonight, where if you go to a men's soccer game here,
probably be 10 by now.
Probably be 10.
I was keeping stats for one of them earlier, and maybe 20, 30 fouls in the night. The majority of the stats I was keeping and tracking, just had to keep inputting fouls.
I will admit this game goes a lot quicker, a lot less flopping and less back and forth. It's kind of nice to see.
You get to see the tactics play out a little bit better and not just a lot of set-piece action. But set pieces are still dangerous! And it's going to go out. A chance there. It fell to two players in prime attacking positions, but nothing was registered on net.
Final minute here in the first half. If I could leave y'all with anything before I head home. We have some playoff baseball. Check that out. We have some preseason hockey. We have some NBA. We have some Tampa sports, of course, going on.
And tomorrow morning, you got some good action. If you really want to wake up early, you could watch the Turkish Grand Prix for Formula One. And even alongside, starting at 9:30 a.m., the Atlanta Falcons take on the New York Jets in London.
So if you want to wake up, have some bangers and mash, and enjoy some...
That's a great shot right there.
American football from across the pond. You can do that.
And I believe they're actually planning to expand to Germany for one game next season.
Potentially. German Super Bowl was happening today. I don't know who won because I can't speak any German, but some reason I follow them on Instagram. That did happen.
Yep.
As we go into halftime, your University of Tampa Spartans are tied with the Nova Southeastern Sharks 1-1. It's been a pleasure calling with you, Taylor.
Pleasure as well.
Hope you have a good game. Hopefully the Spartans win. If it leaves anything, we're better together than apart. We'll see you, of course, in the second half, and Fabricio will be on the call with Mr. Taylor. Taylor, any thoughts before we go to the second half?
It's been a great game so far. Can't wait to see what the rest of it has to offer. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be right back.
You are watching here on Tampa Spartans TV. Go Spartans.
The athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. A UT education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain the remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls and enjoy diverse activities, including performing arts, guest lectures, nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa. This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
1-2, and we are back. Welcome back to Saturday Night Football, well, soccer here at the University of Tampa. I'm Taylor Storthy.
I'm Fabrizio Mejia, and we're here to see a great second half.
Yep, if you're just joining us, we're here in the first half, of course. Tate was with us, and unfortunately he did have to go, but always great to have him up in the booth. But we'll be going on for the rest of the game as Tampa's going to start out. So, of course,
great play there.
That's a good chance already for Tampa. See if they can try to work something off of it. It's going to be cleared away. Will Tampa regain it back on the left side? Patrolling around the edge of the box. The shot from outside will be saved by Shannon Hardy.
Good attempt there, and I think that what Tampa has to do, try to shoot, try to get more offensive. It's going to be tough, but we just have to win at home, so for the Spartans to get opportunities is going to be very important.
Yep, Tampa's had some good opportunities as well in front of the box. There were two chances, one earlier, it was a one-on-one that had just gone over, and another one off essentially a sliding kick that had gone left. Two chances I'm sure Tampa's regretting now as the game is 1-1. They had scored the opener a little bit earlier, but it was a really nice play late in the first that Nova was able to find. Tampa's been in control, running a really solid 4-4-3 so far. And we're seeing them continue with the 4 in the back and the 3 forwards up top to start the second half.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful night outside, and as someone who lived up in the Northeast for my entire life, it's so nice just to be able to, in the winter, have some really nice temperatures as Nova's built another dangerous chance right here.
Oh, she just passed?
Yep. I believe that might have been Brianna Tate on that side. Actually, I don't think so. But, yeah, Nova's had some great attacks come from the right side. Yeah. They've been able to get it up and get some nice crosses inward. One cross inward had led to a mistimed shot that missed, while another one had led to the equalizer. So, wonder if Tampa is going to be able to deal with that in the second half on that side.
Important for the Spartans to get the possession back also. It's going to be interesting, but I think that the first half was kind of tough. They created some opportunities, but they just have to keep trying. And yeah, for now, just keep the ball and be aggressive, just as they've been the entire season.
Yep, that's the thing. Tampa needs to control possession as well. And they've been doing that so far, which has been perfect. Nova have noticed, however, after a slow start, they've been able to get on the attack too. So Tampa hasn't been able just to go full out aggressive. They've had to make sure they've been very defensively oriented too. But I imagine we'll get a goal at least this half as both teams are really going to be pushing for what could be a winner.
Totally, and now it's going to be a throw-in for the away team. I think it was handball, right?
Yep, a handball or any other foul right there. But yeah, probably handball.
The players are complaining. The ball is coming back to the home team, and we just want to see great 40 minutes that are left for this game.
One thing I always like about women's football is that you get a lot more action. There's a little bit less flopping, I'd say.
Yeah.
So you can really, the game is able to develop more naturally instead of just being dictated a lot by set pieces and stuff. I think that actually does hurt partially Nova Southeastern because some of their better players have managed to capitalize off those, including Matsgard, who had actually scored a winner. I assume off a set piece as a defender a little while ago against Florida Tech. That ball will be corralled by Shannon Hardy, the senior from New York. And all game, you can kind of mention how Tampa's been working a nice press. And Jalissa Richardson, who's now on the right wing, had gotten the assist earlier. So I actually have noticed, I believe Richardson and De La Fourcade have switched sides. Maybe wanting to try to utilize Fourcade on the more aggressive left side where Tampa's been going from.
Give it more pace, more aggressivity. It's important for the team, and of course, it's going to be a tough second half, but the two teams actually have to show what they're made of. For now, the Spartans have been defending pretty well. We saw there was a huge mistake during the first goal, but after that, they've been solid and they know how to control the ball right behind.
Yep. Hostage has played it out wide. Richardson through to Hostage. It's going to be nicely cleared away, though, from Nova, and they're going to have a chance to try to turn on it. Now, in the men's game, that definitely would have been called for a foul in that, but you can tell still everyone's getting aggressive. That's a good through ball up the middle. And a good shot that will sail wide.
Seems like no substitutions are about to come. The two teams are actually on their bench. No players warming up. So seems like the two teams are happy and satisfied with how their system is working.
I mean, both teams have done really well so far as well. So I do imagine we'll get some subs as players start to get tired later on in the period. But yeah, especially in the first half, there wasn't too many subs. But subs can be very impactful. I mean, we saw Richardson come on, and almost a minute later was able to supply the assist that put Tampa 1-0 up. It's a rough play there from the left for Tampa. It's going to give Nova a chance. Open on the wing. But the cross is not going to find its target. Tampa could take a bit of a deep breath there, as that was a really rough play that could have led to a dangerous chance.
Watching the formation from the Spartans again, the midfield is going to be very important to control. That's the balance of a team, and the Spartans really need to take care of that.
They've been doing so for a lot of the first half. Not as much in the second half right now, but there was a good chance right there, and Tampa now will be able to exert a little bit of control as they now attack in their half. A shot from outside the box will be covered nicely by the goalie.
That was a good attempt.
Yeah, nice power. Did go right to the goalie, but again, you have to be alert. Those can sometimes deflect off you weirdly, or you might even miss them. So,
and I like how the Spartans are shooting from far away. At the beginning, they were trying to get into the box to create opportunities from there, but now they're just trying to get some space and try a banner, you know.
Yep. I think that has actually worked well in the past for Tampa, and as a good, I think, change that they made, as you had said. For most of the first half, they've been working into the box, and sometimes it can be so hard to find that final pass to get the play inside. So it's good to be able to try some long shots, get some defenders to close out a little more aggressively. Then you find the spaces, then you cut inside, then you drop the through balls and get the open looks.
Exactly, and now the Spartans taking a breath.
Yep, and it looks like a goal kick here. Not as often you see on goal kicks defenders taking it.
Yep, interesting point there. As 37 minutes are remaining for the second half, still plenty of action to see.
And if it remains tied, we could have overtime.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a throw-in now for Tampa. But Nova will be able to recover it. And now you can notice Tampa's pressing up. It looks like Nova's beat the press for now. They're going to recycle it back to their center backs. When in doubt, just pass it back or pass it out. It's always a good motto to have for any team. And I think that Nova's also running a bit of a 4-3-3-2.
Yeah.
We're seeing them a little more aggressive on that right wing with that player. It looked like they were going more of a 4-4-2 in the first half. But it looks like they're putting in a little more pressure and gaining a little more midfield solidity.
There we can clearly see the three attackers in a counter-attack attempt. Watch out on that side.
Yep. It's going to be nicely blocked, though, not letting the ball to the right flank get through. They've been good, doing well at exploiting the wide areas. In fact, I think they've been making some good cross-field passes, as Tampa's going to force it for a throw-in. It's going to be cleared. Tampa can't win it. The question is, did it go off the Tampa player? Yes, it did. Throw in for Nova.
And again, a good defensive play. The attackers have to be ready there to look for a counter-attack. But for now, Tampa is just getting the ball out, and that's the important thing about defending.
Yep. A coach will never be mad if you're just able to reset the play and slow it down.
Yep, that's for sure.
I think one of the subs is discussing things with one of the coaches on the bench. She possibly could be coming in soon. Usually see the subs come on a little bit earlier in the second half than the first half. Usually in the first half, you'll usually see maybe with 10 minutes to go, a change or two come on. While for the second half, they'll get started by maybe minute 30 and throughout. Players coming on and then off again and then on again whenever the team needs.
Now a corner kick is about to come in for the away team, Nova Southeastern.
A good ball inside. No one's going to get onto it, so Tampa's now going to take it up on the counterattack.
Now a huge opportunity there.
It's a good track back from Nova to win it.
Good job there by number 16.
Yep. Good job to win it. Quinn Knapp unfortunately lost it there, but stayed alive in the play, not giving Nova any chance to try to bring it back up. And there's that strong press from Tampa. It's not exactly a full-out gegenpress, but they have gotten multiple pressures on the goalie. I think they might be able to find a chance where the goalie absolutely makes an error, or even worse, hits it off a Tampa player in that situation. And that's one of those errors we could be talking about, but unfortunately it's another error as it goes right back to Nova Southeastern. They'll clear it away. Tampa still has possession up here. When Tampa's been able to get possession, they've been able to hold it. But it's not always been like that in the second half. But it looks like two subs will be coming on in just a minute for Tampa.
Two subs, and as the intensity of the game is growing, we can see that the university is also growing. Right in front of us, we have a new building that is going to be built. Almost done, and it's going to be a great opportunity for new students to come in to get some study. And that's beautiful because we know this campus is just amazing. And to get opportunities to watch a soccer game from different angles is going to be a very good experience.
I wonder, will it distract the people that have night classes on these days when they look outside and see two of the teams going at it?
If I'm there, it will definitely distract me.
Yeah, it would definitely distract me as well. Especially if the action is as good as it has been tonight. I don't think there's much more we could ask for. Good show of defense and a good show of offense so far.
Yeah, 2 goals, some action.
Yep. Last time these two teams played in 2019, it was a 0-0 draw, so already 2 more goals than were scored in the previous year. A chance right here now as Tampa brings it up. Richardson with a good cut inside. It's going to be nicely won, though, by Nova. Even though games can sometimes look like one team's beating the other or vice versa, it's really not over until it's over. We saw that in the men's game against Florida Southern, where Florida Southern had been holding on to a 1-goal lead for the majority of the second half, up until there was a red card on an incident, and Tampa was able to score 2 in quick succession and absolutely turned the game around. So even though it could go down to maybe 6 minutes to go at a 1-1 score, those 6 minutes could still hold a flurry of goals. There's the long shot, and that will sail over the net. Still 1-1. .31 minutes remaining in the second half. It's going to be another chance here for Nova Southeastern. They're going to take the shot from deep, and it'll just skim the top of the net.
Pretty good try there.
I think Hamill had that covered, but those shots can be strong, and I think Hamill's gotten caught off guard once or twice by those this season. But that's another reason that I think she's been very alert on them tonight.
Yeah. We can see some fans present today. An interesting game. A lot of families. We know it's the weekend, so always a good opportunity to watch some soccer on a Saturday.
Yeah, always fun to be able to go out here. It's a beautiful night, too. It's like, I think, that right temperature of cold versus hot.
Yeah, perfect to play some football.
And not even like any humidity. I've been out here for a couple hours, I think, and not really sweating that much, which is always great.
Yeah.
And that's always the bad thing about Florida. The humidity will always kill you. But tonight, it's just one of those nights where you can just go out and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Back and forth here as Nova's going to get a chance out wide. Corralled by Tampa and cleared out.
Good defensive coverage there.
Doesn't look like yet, but Tampa could be readying a sub. Maybe Nova too. Oh, hold on. We actually have a player down on the field. Is that might be Richardson.
Seems the medical staff just came in.
Yep. It's right in my blind spot from our announcement booth setup, so that will be a timeout. Hopefully she's okay, but she's still on the ground. We'll be right back.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Applause from the stands as the injured player is able to walk it off alongside the help of staff. But unfortunately, it looks like she'll be out for the remainder of the match. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Players are finally going back onto the field after that injury timeout. I assume that the play will resume with Tampa clearing it outwards for a Nova goal kick, as is usually customary for these types of plays. I believe it might have been Jalissa who had gotten injured on the play, and hopefully she's doing, hopefully it's of course not too serious. She had a great assist earlier tonight. And a throw-in now for Nova Southeastern. Play will resume.
And so the clock finally resumes. Seems great 30 minutes are about to come as Nova Southeastern is trying to do some offensive job over there on the sides, important for them.
They focused a lot on attacking down the right side of the field on Tampa's left.
Yeah.
And they've done a good job of it so far. I think Tampa might want to shift their midfielder over to the right, or to the left actually, to try to cover that a little bit easier.
Good effort there by number 22.
Yep. Madison McElhaney? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. She recently had come on as a sub, or they had recently come on as a sub. Madison's a sophomore. More out of Lutz, Florida. And hopefully maybe Madison could find the winning goal tonight, as Nova's going to try to bring it up on the counterattack once again. This time down the left side. Tampa's defense will thwart it and get it up. Madison's going to try to chase it down now. It's going to go out for a goal kick.
We can perfectly see Tampa's formation right now. 4 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 attackers.
Yep. The classic 4-3-3. They've got, I believe, that looks like number 20 out as a more defensive midfielder, sitting in between those 2 center backs, while the forwards are usually up, aggressively pressing back and forth, which is really nice to see. Similar to Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool.
Yeah.
A little bit less aggressive pressing than the Gegenpress. It's, again, college soccer. Wouldn't expect them to be as aggressive with the workload that's needed to make such a system work in real life. But they're still doing a great job, and as I mentioned before, I think they'll get another good, successful pressure that honestly could lead to a winner. Not surprising to see this game so close as Nova takes the throw-in, as both teams are only one win away from each other. 5-3-1 for the Spartans, 4-4-1 for Nova Southeastern. Tampa's going to work it in the midfield. A nice ball inside. Edge of the box. Tampa's going to help recycle possession. And here's the long shot, deflected away. And that ball was nearly able to be recovered off a rough clearance. Instead, it will go out for a corner kick.
The fans supporting their team. Interesting for the Spartans to get an opportunity from the corner kick. Always important to take advantage of the corner kicks. So now some defensive players are coming into the box. 27 minutes remaining.
I mentioned earlier that Nova Southeastern, I'm pretty sure, likes to execute the set pieces and corner kicks well. But obviously, for any team, they're always good. So here's up the kick. It's going to sail right behind the net, harmlessly for a Nova Southeastern goal kick. The lights are shining bright here on Saturday night. And now once again, Tampa on the aggressive press. Nova's defenders doing a good job of getting out of it, but not good enough. Two Tampa players are able to nearly force a steal, but unfortunately they weren't able to maintain possession. Nova will be able to clear it, but one right back by Tampa. But now they've got a through ball. The real question is it onside? Is it a one-on-one chance?
The referee doesn't seem to think it's an offside. Great opportunity.
Yep. He leaves it beyond side. That through ball is going to miss its mark, thankfully. And Campbell will be able to sweep it up nice and easily. And there's another through ball. It's going to try to be chased down, I believe, by Hostage. It's going to be sent out of bounds, though, so no harm. Tampa's going to get a throw in. Looking to take it quickly. Now sends it back closer to the midfield. Sends it up forward and won't be able to get onto it. Goal kick for Nova Southeastern.
Good pressure there by the Spartans.
And it's going to go right back to Tampa. And that's how good that pressing is able to do. It's able to force these rough passes and keep the ball in an uncomfortable situation for the Sharks. That's a really nice play, though, by 21.
And great defensive coverage. There's a foul. The referee says it's a foul, and the fans do not agree with that.
They hate it. I haven't heard the fans get this loud for a call all night. But I'm going to be honest, that probably wasn't. I think that was actually a relatively clean tackle there. Rennie had a really good recovery after Lily Trong was able to get the ball by her. She was able to go, win the ball back, but unfortunately the ref thought that was just a little bit too aggressive. As a coach, though, I agree with the fans. I'm not blaming my defender on that one bit. She, I think, did everything right on that play. And here's the free kick.
A chance for a counter-attack.
Both teams have been strong in the counter-attack so far tonight. Tampa's going to get another. Good interception there from Nova, but falls right back to Tampa. Good work from Hostage.
Great pass.
That's a great pass, but not able to get onto it. Unfortunate. I mean, that type of range, that type of ability to pick out players, that's why Hostage is the team's leading assister with 5 on the year. And apart from scoring the first goal earlier, I think she's a very vital part to Tampa's offense. So, not a surprise to see her making those beautiful plays. About halfway through the second so far. 23 minutes played. 23 to go. And a throw in here for Nova Southeastern.
Difficult for the Sharks to get an opportunity to get out of their own side because the Spartans are doing quite a good pressure.
Yep. After the slower start, Tampa's really put a lot more aggression, and it's done really great with the press to force some bad clearances from Nova. It's given them the possession advantage, and now maybe a chance right here.
Great pass, no foul. The ball is coming back to the Sharks.
Yep, the shot just sailed a tiny bit high, unfortunately. Well, it was a little more than a tiny bit, but a good play overall. Tampa's diversifying the attack a little bit, attacking more on the right side of the field this half. Last time they were a little bit more on the left. But again, switching things up, trying to find the weaknesses. And look at that press again. That's really good, and they've now been able to force another goal kick. Absolute, massive disruption right here. And as a Nova player, as a Nova defender, you can't be happy having to deal with those forwards pressuring on you. Because as a defender, you're not as comfortable on the ball as a midfielder or an attacker. You're usually more adept at clearing it away or winning the ball from someone. So obviously, that'll get under your skin a little bit. That'll get you a little bit nervous when you're being pressed. Nova will win the ball back for a throw-in.
Tampa showing some physicality there on the midfield. More aggressiveness also. That's important.
I think that new aggression has really helped them win that midfield battle in the past few minutes. And including aggression like that, that's a little bit of a rough tackle.
It's going to be a yellow card, seems. Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, it looks like that'll be a yellow card for Brooke Segerwalt.
Yes, it is.
The first yellow card of the night. That was a little bit rough.
Also, she caught the counter-attack.
Yep. It's a good tactical foul.
Yeah.
Because the left side was a bit open right there for Nova to utilize.
Smart foul.
You know, the thing about having a yellow card means you just have to be a little more conservative. But the good news is that the refs are a little bit more lenient in these types of games. So they let a little more contact go, so you don't have to dial it back as much as you would when playing during men's soccer.
The ball into the box.
That's a good chance. It's fallen in behind everyone. And it's gone down in the box.
No penalty.
No foul. I think that's a fair call. I know some people will be disappointed, primarily the Nova fans. But that's the type of call that if you call it a penalty, that will anger people and that will set the tone for trying to be more harsh and aggressive on calling them.
We would need VAR for those calls.
Yep. Although, we need to make sure the people doing the VAR are better than the refs that sometimes do the Premier League's VAR. There have been plenty of incidents where there's been a lot of complaints about VAR.
Yeah,
but overall, I think review systems are good as a whole for the sport. It lets referees see the play from a different light and angle to get a better read on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes calls can be missed. It can help fix that. Here's the throw-in now. And 20 minutes to go in the second half. Well, 21. And Hostage didn't have her target open well enough. But once again, Tampa's going to be working that press. And that's a really nice chance. Just misplaced the tackle there.
A Tampa player is down.
Yeah, that's not good. And she stayed down for now. Getting back to her feet, though. She's going to limp on as Nova holds the ball in the midfield.
Important for the Spartans to keep pressing. We've seen that the last minutes the Sharks haven't been comfortable with that, so that's important. We know it demands for a lot of physicality, but it's important for a soccer game to control it.
Exactly, and I think the Spartans have proven they've got the energy, they've got the physicality, and they saw that pass which had been intercepted leading to this counterattack. Oh. It falls in behind everyone, but no one's on the receiving end. Nova will clear it out. Tampa should win this for a throw-in, though. And there's the substitution, and I think that was the player that had gone down earlier. She's going to be limping off. I think they're going to double-check her leg, make sure there's nothing too serious. And Tampa now holding it by the right corner flag. And that's going to be a foul on Tampa, a little bit of an aggressive shove.
Yeah, offensive foul. good for the away team. They just want to spend some time.
Yep. I think Nova Southeastern would be content with holding a draw right now.
Yeah.
They're going to want to push for a win, but they're a bit of an underdog, and it would help them remain a little bit stronger in the conference standings. It's a close game, but Tampa knows I think they're slightly stronger, so they're not going to want to take a loss here. And they probably would be a little bit disappointed with a draw. So I imagine they're going to stay aggressive. Nova might be content to keep looking for counterattacks. And it'll be cleared away from Tampa.
Yeah, and a win here for the Spartans would give them a lot of confidence. We know they've done a great season for now. That would just give them a 6th win in their entire season, so pretty good. We've seen different years, and for now I think the Spartans are looking well. They're doing a fantastic season. And Nova Southeastern is actually doing a great season too. It's just the Spartans are at home, and they should definitely get the entire win.
Yep. Nova's going to win the ball back here and try to build up another attack. Intercepted here by Tampa. And it's nice to see so many strong teams in the Sunshine State Conference. And this is a rivalry match. Not a major one, but conference rivals and close on record. It's an important match for both teams. Could push them past an echelon of a good team to maybe a great team in Division II, which is always great to be chasing. And good pressure here. And it's going to be a good effort right there by Rennie Taiwo, who's going to now give chance for a Tampa counterattack. They've got numbers forward. The cross will be blocked.
No
and one back by Nova.
It's going to be a throw-in.
A throw-in.
A throw-in important for the Spartans to get that ball into the box. For now, they just keep it.
They hold it outside. That's a nice cut in to get inside. The shot goes through a defender and an offensive player, but unfortunately will get intercepted. Rennie's going to now send it over, but now it's going to be safely cleared away. And Tampa will recover it. And we've got the final score from the men's match against number 13, Florida Southeastern. Tampa was able to get the upset as 23rd ranked Tampa defeated 13th ranked Nova Southeastern 1-0 after a solid first half goal.
And the men's team is actually doing a great season too. We know they have key players as Omar Talley, their number 10, Juancho Fernandez, their number 9, and they've shown a lot of aggressiveness. They've shown that they're a very good team and that they have plenty of things to fight for. So a great win, away, difficult, and for now they just can be more relaxed for the game that's going to be at home.
Exactly. And Tampa now is up to 8-2 overall in the season, which is a really nice record. Their only loss having come against a tough game against Palm Beach Atlantic. Imagine Tampa will get a nice bump on the top 25 poll with a good win against a higher-ranked opponent. And possibly start to be dreaming about some postseason play.
Yeah, that game that the men team just lost at home, they lost it in overtime. So they're just showing that they're fighting till the last minute. That's important.
And fighting till the last minute was the whole theme of the game against Florida Southern. Coming back from a 1-0 deficit with that red card, getting 2 goals. The winner, of course, scored by Omar Talley, the strongest finisher for the team. I mean, at the start of the season, I think Talley had like the first 4 or 5 goals for the entire team before anyone else had one. So you can tell just how strong the Swiss Sniper has been for the team. I tried a little nickname with the Swiss Sniper for him.
I like it.
But great to see both Tampa soccer teams doing great. And Tampa volleyball as well. I mean, Tampa sports this fall has been great. Tampa volleyball, unfortunately, just took a loss, but they're still second in the Sunshine State Conference and still, I'd assume, a top 25 team despite their loss.
There's a reason why we're in Tampa Bay, you know?
Exactly. Tampa Bay, you got the Rays doing well against the Red Sox in the wild card. Tampa Bay still looking great with Tom Brady. And, of course, the Rowdies clinching themselves already a USL playoff spot. And, I mean, the Lightning, too. They've just defended a second Stanley Cup in a row. That's really hard to do. Tampa's going to get it in the box. The shot.
Oh, great opportunity there.
That was a great play, but Tampa's just going to come up short on that opportunity. The score remains at 1-1.
Good opportunity, and that's what we all fans want to see. We want to see some aggressiveness. We want to see the Spartans trying to get some shots, and that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Tampa's been a lot stronger, I think, now at the latter part of the second half, being able to get those shots and opportunities. I have a feeling they'll be able to get past Nova's defense soon, but Tampa's just got to keep knocking on the door. There's something I like to say. On Halloween night, the more you can keep knocking, they're eventually going to have to give you the candy. And that should go out for a corner kick. That's going to be great for Tampa. Another chance to try to score off the set piece.
Seems interesting. Almost all the players are inside the goal keep.
Yep, they're marking the keeper. I wonder if they're just going to try to win the header right in front of the goal, or maybe they could try some little sneaky, play it outside and try to rifle a shot that might disrupt everyone in front of the net.
Yeah. Only 13 minutes left.
I like it, though. They're just trying to not give the goalie a lot of space to breathe. They might run back more to the center of the box as the cross goes in. And, yep, there they do. It's going to fall back behind everyone. Nova will be able to get it and try to clear it. And they will. Tampa throwing. Ball's played inside for Tampa. Another good chance here. Playing it out wide to the left. But that pass will be intercepted. Here comes Nova on a dangerous counterattack. But a great recovery.
Yeah, great defensive play. Important for the Spartans to not lose the ball there. Most other players were attacking, so a counterattack would be complicated to defend.
Yep, especially off a set piece. Counterattacks can be very crucial if you can find them.
Yeah.
And there's a player down off a rough challenge. I might have called that a foul, but getting up a little bit slowly. Hopefully it's just because the hit was trying to find the foul. And she's also going to have, I think, a minor limp. Not great to see. Hopefully nothing too dangerous. Tampa's going to cycle it back to the defenders now as they look to reset play. "12 minutes to go here in the second period, second half. Sent out wide and headed away. Tampa's going to try to fight for it. They'll win it. And they're still all over it. Tampa now out wide. A chance to whip this into the box. They'll get it into the box, but it'll be deflected away. And Nova will regain it. A chance now to hit on the counter. They've got essentially a 3-on-2.
Watch out there.
3-on-3 now. And a dangerous opportunity again from that right side. It's going to be laid off in the box. A chance in front of net. The shot wide.
Wow. Huge opportunity missed there by the away team. They had a huge counterattack, again, like you said, from the right side. So pretty interesting. It's going to be a good ending to this game.
Yep, I think Tampa's just got to make sure they're still paying attention on defense, because that's the type of goal that can easily get past even the stronger of possession-oriented teams. The counterattack is so deadly, and you just need one to win a game. Nova once again trying to win it in the midfield, but Tampa's going to hold on to it. Once again going to be played back from Izzy Martinez. Or no, wait, not Izzy Martinez. Madison. Martinez is on Nova. Meanwhile, Tampa's going to have a nice little opportunity here.
Changing sides. There was a foul. The referee calls it. The ball is coming back to the Spartans into these right side.
This will be a good free kick opportunity now for Tampa. And you don't always see goals scored from this position, but it's a great way to get the ball into the box and get activity on net.
For sure. Get some of the tallest players there. Look for a header.
And I believe Quinn Knapp will be on the delivery here. It's always hard to see the women's knockers and numbers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like knocking into the box, but now it's going to be put into the box. God, but like, I was thinking the jerseys. That's
yeah.
It's my one job as an announcer to get the words right, but occasionally it doesn't. Me and Tate had a few goof ups. I think during the volleyball game last night, I was accidentally calling Nova Florida Southern still off the exciting men's game that we had a few nights prior here. But still really good action here tonight for Nova and Tampa. Still to reach the finish. And Tampa's going to win it again. A chance from outside the box. Nicely blocked
Watch
there by
out with
Nova.
the counter-attack.
And look at the open space. A chance for Nova to really get it. There's
Watch out on
two
the right
people
side.
up.
The right side again. Some danger is about to come in.
It's going to be taken over to the line. Deflected outwards, I believe, for a corner kick.
Good defensive job. 9 minutes left.
As they said, 9 to go. Beautiful stuff so far. And a corner kick here. Looks like one of the Nova players is just taking a deep breath. It's at this stage of the games where players can get so tired, and that's where you see counterattacks and quick plays, sometimes catching people off guard. There's a good header.
Oh.
It's going to go out wide.
I think
no
it was a
chance
save.
on net.
I think it was a save.
Actually, yeah, it is. It was a save, so another corner kick for Nova. They've been dangerous on those set pieces. Tampa's got to keep covering them and blocking them. Yeah. Especially from this angle, it's hard to tell who's taking it because the numbers on the jersey are just so small.
So small, yeah.
For the men's team, they're a lot larger.
Yeah.
And for the Florida Southern, they had really nice numbers that were massive. You could tell exactly who was who. But that corner is going to go far and miss. But Tampa could find something here if they keep it in. They'll just get a throw in and now be able to build another attack.
There's one substitution now for the Spartans. I think they might get an offensive substitution in order to win this game. That would be interesting and a good choice for the coach.
Yep. I have a feeling that the coach is just going to want to keep pushing, get some more pressure on it, try to end the game before they go to overtime. Because even though I think Tampa could win in overtime, ending the game earlier means the players don't have to be as tired. So that helps everyone on them. So now Nova once again going to push up forwards.
Oh,
good cut inside right there. Nice block, though, to defend the play. And I can't tell exactly from the number. There's a shot.
Great
it's
save.
going to go wide. Great save.
Another corner kick, an amazing save. We've seen much danger now from the Nova Southeastern University Sharks. Seems that the Spartans are defending well, and major props to the goalkeeper.
Yep, Lovisa Camel, great stuff. The junior from Sweden having a great night tonight, making saves and keeping the Spartans alive. But also Brianna Page, who's been a very strong fullback for Nova, I think was probably the catalyst on that play. Can't exactly tell from the numbers. Header will be missed, and goal kick for the Spartans.
The Spartans throwing some long passes to the midfield. And there's a foul. So important for Tampa to keep the ball for the last minutes. Of course, create opportunities, but just keep the ball because the better way to avoid some danger is to keep the ball, make some possession.
Exactly. And, I mean, they just had a few dangerous opportunities right there off the corner kicks. So Tampa for certainly will want to keep the ball, keep possession, and be able to build up a winning attack here. Here's the free kick that I think is going to be belted all the way into the box. It's going to fall really nicely.
She's offside.
Offsides. So even if it would have went in, as you mentioned, just a tad offsides. Unfortunate.
But very interesting play. They were looking for a key player to getting into the box and then pass it to one of the attackers. I think it was a good choice there. She was offside, but in the end, creating some opportunities in the last minutes always gives you more confidence.
Exactly. And anytime you force the opposition to get a little scared, that's a good thing because they'll go a little more cautiously and not be as aggressive. But that I don't think has changed any aggression here from Nova Southeastern. They're going to get another great play near the goal line.
They're asking for a handball.
Yep, it won't be called. Instead, it's just a corner kick. Nova players not happy about that.
Yeah, Nova players and I think one of the coaches, so now the referee gets...
And a yellow card for the coach. That's what you get with arguing with the refs sometimes. Now, it could have been to the coach, but also could have been to the bench as a whole.
Yeah.
Last time the men played out, we actually saw a yellow card directed to the bench. So it was Tampa's bench, ironically, off a pretty bad call. but that's not a bad cross as it is intercepted by Tampa. Trying to get onto it to get on the break. They do. 3 Tampa players charging up in the midfield.
They have space on the other side.
Unfortunately, Tampa's not able to corral it back for now. Actually, they do. And now wide open in the middle. Good play to keep it out wide. Any chance here for Madison to cross it in? No. It's going to stay in the box. Sent right back outwards to Tampa. And you can kind of see just 0 to 100 how Tampa's able to get control. And nearly a shot. Not open there. Now a belter from outside the box is going to go wide with just 4 minutes left.
Nova Southeastern now taking some time, as only 4 minutes and 30 seconds are remaining.
Another goal kick for Shannon Hardy. And there is a little bit of a...
There's a substitution, yeah.
Yep, it's a substitution, no foul. And there will be one made for Nova as well.
Yeah, after that sprint, number 22 from the Spartans is going out. I think she did an amazing game, went very physical. And that right side was quite dangerous because of what she did, so good game for her.
Yep. And with overtime possibly on the horizon, she could make another appearance later.
Yeah.
But for now, she'll take a well-earned breather on the bench. While Nova's now going to get ourselves a chance. Well won by Tampa. And good stuff holding on to it, waiting and finding a good pass out wide. That's great recovery from Nova. Send it out of bounds. Still 1-1. Under 4 minutes to go. And cleared out wide for Nova. It's actually going to curl right out. Throw in. And the throw in, I think, will be taken by Knapp. Up. And the referee saying, hey, nah, the ball went back there. And hostage on the ball. Good play as Tampa's continue to bring it back up that left side now. And here's the throw-in. It's going to fall a little short, but still to the player intended to. Ball sent inside and will be safely cleared by Nova. One back, but in front of the midfield. Now in a dangerous position off that header. Right at the edge of the box. Not able to be corralled. That clearance should go all the way out. Tampa throw-in. 2 minutes 30 remaining. Will this game need overtime, or will we see some last-minute heroics? The Spartans pressing forward. Corner kick here. And here's the corner kick now. Cleared away by Nova, but it's actually fallen right into the far post. A chance now for Nova on the break. They've got themselves a 2-on-4, but a well-placed through ball could be dangerous. Tampa not able to stop it. Done by 2 defenders. Trying to get past Rennie and won't. One back by Tampa with 1:30 remaining. Not too many chances left for either side.
Missed opportunity there by the away team. There's a foul and the Spartans are getting the ball back with only 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining.
Yep. And both players not looking too great after that challenge. Actually, one of them's just fixing their hair. The Nova player has gone down, and I think we'll need a little stretch. Hopefully she's okay, though. And both teams will be able to take a rest for a second, as we'll take essentially a timeout. 1 minute 18 remaining. We'll be right back when the action continues. I believe the player who was injured was able to get off the field safely, which is good. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. And play will resume as players are finally getting reset. Got ourselves a minute 18. Don't think the clock will be pushed back any. It's looking like overtime might be the outcome. And if so, we'll have a bit more action before a winner is determined off golden goal, I believe, or a draw. Last time the two teams faced, it ended in a draw. Could see a repeat of that tonight. Historically, however, Tampa has been stronger in the matchup series against Nova Southeastern. I believe 17-5-4 to them. Ball's going to go deep. And once again, I think Tampa's going to need to keep working that press. But you can tell some of the players are a little bit tired. They've been playing for nearly a full 90 now as we reach the final 60 seconds of the second half.
1 minute remaining.
The shot on goal, it was blocked barely by the defender. Nova not able to clear it too safely, though. It's going to fall. Maybe be won back by Tampa. It will. Out to that left flank. Good coverage on defense. But Tampa's going to try to keep it alive. Who touched that last? Tampa did. So it'll be a goal kick for Nova. 30 seconds left. Definitely the last attack, I think, for Nova. Tampa might have one final shot if they intercept it quickly. Speaking of a quick interception, it's a miss right there. Nova probably going to send the house. Tampa, good interception in the midfield. 20 seconds left. Good pressure here as Nova's going to clear it up. Intercepted by Rennie. Rennie Tybell now. The ball's going to be fed in behind. And picked up safely.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Long ball. Won't find its target.
2, 1, 0.
And we are going to overtime here tonight.
At the end of the second half, Tampa 1, Nova Southeastern 1.
A 1-1 game entering overtime. No more goals scored in the second half, but great attacks, great pressure, and overall, exciting game.
Seems a great overtime is about to come. The two teams looking for the win.
It will.
Tweet your music request to Tampa W Soccer.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, You are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Final in Daytona Beach, Embry-Riddle 3, Eckerd 1. Overtime score in Melbourne, Florida Tech and Florida Southern, scoreless. Final score in Winter Park, Rollins 3, PBA 0.
If you've been able to hear that, there has been some updates for different games in the Sunshine State Conference. Some good games all around, and I believe another overtime game in one of the other matches. So it's not just this game that has gone a little bit longer, but we've got a 10-minute period here to try to determine a winner. And overtime follows a golden goal rule. If you're not fully familiar with that rule, it means the first team to score will ultimately end up victorious. It's a rule that's used for hockey as well. So both teams will be looking to score, but again, any mistake that leads to a goal will also lead to the loss. Yeah. Tampa's going to open it up.
And speaking of that rule, I want to come back to what happened to the men's team. They played overtime, a fantastic game. They were coming back during the entire game, but then they just played overtime. And a mistake that happened because of a throw-in ended up in an away goal, and they just lost that game. So in these type of scenarios, it's important for you to always be focused. Like in this play, that's going to be important for the Spartans.
Yep, that focus is key. And for both sides as well, you have to be ready as the keeper. And she made a really good job of making that save, the senior out of New York. And there was also a really good chance there from Tampa to try to seal the deal early on. And you'd love to try to win these games earlier than later. I might be wrong, but I believe that was De La Fourcade getting one of her first good shots of the night off.
And I like how, despite being overtime, the Spartans are showing intensity. They really want to win this game. We could see that a foul just occurred a few minutes ago, and they immediately made it because they just want to get opportunities. They just want to get the entire time in order to get a win. I think that a draw wouldn't be the best result for them. What do you think would be a great result for Nova Southeastern if it is in the win?
I believe that they'll be satisfied with the draw. I definitely think they'll feel that they could have found a win tonight, but they'll also be happy that they didn't avoid dropping all 3 points, even though I'm pretty sure college soccer doesn't use the 3-point system that other football leagues do. They'll be happy, I think, with any result that isn't a loss. Yeah. Tampa is going to want to fight for that win because they've had so many good opportunities and have looked like a really strong side. But once again, Nova Southeastern is going to be able to bring it out wide. Across into the box. Misses the overhead kick. Top of the box here. Shot. And going to be easily picked up. Not a lot of power on that. Tampa now maybe on the counter. Going to get right by her, though. So good pressure here from Tampa, though.
Yeah, and complicated for the away teams to come here and play because the fans are actually very good, very intense supporting their Tampa team. We could see that today we're going to overtime, and there's still plenty of fans supporting. Also, the two teams are confident when they play at home, as every team in this amazing sport. But what I can say is that the Spartans really need to get some opportunities if they really want to win this game.
100%. And I think they'll find some opportunities here. And now, even though they did have a 5-minute breather, the players are going to be absolutely exhausted at this stage of the game. They've got 7 minutes to make things work. I'm not sure. I think there might be a second half as well in additional time. I'm not fully sure. But they've been asked to go above and beyond that 90 minutes that they normally have to perform at. Good pressure here from Tampa to try to keep it out wide. The ball's going to go inside and off the side, netting harmlessly. About 7 minutes to play. A goal kick that will be brought out by Lavisa Camel. Now, just taking a look up and down the Tampa roster, it's a lot of youth, actually. They've only got one senior and a couple juniors, but primarily younger sophomore and freshmen who are going to be able to lead the team to success in the future. And, she's gone down. No foul there. She just, I think, tripped over herself, sadly. But it's good to have a Gerrard-esque slip in the offensive third rather than in the defensive third, because that could be costly, as any Liverpool fan has painful memories of back in 2013. Tampa's going to win it back, though.
And very interesting the fact that you said about the players being more freshmen and sophomores. In the end, it's good to have youth. Also, experience is important, but they've done a great season, and for the future of this team, it's promising, and we just all want to see the Spartans have success.
Exactly. And even though men's soccer and women's volleyball have already seen some great success this year for Tampa, women's soccer, we hope that they can push as well and fight for playoffs too. More success for Tampa is always a good thing. It's one thing that you can never have enough of, I believe. The throw-in now. It's going to go far. And it's going to go out. Another Nova throw-in. Good win for Tampa here. Now it's going to be Hostage trying to chase the ball down.
Amazing
and she'll win it. A really nice move. A one-on-one chance in front of goal. Good, well covered. Take it down. That's a penalty pointing to the spot. Your game could be sealed right here.
Oh my God.
A great play by Hostage to draw the contact. And while going shoulder to shoulder, she was pulled down. And that has to be a penalty. Even if it could have gone either way, it did impede what could have been a great goal-scoring opportunity. All the pressure is going to be mounted now. Hostage to try to get a brace on the goal, on the penalty kick. Shannon Hearty in the net.
Amazing. We were speaking about the effort and amazing play, and now a chance for the Spartans to get a win.
And it's saved!
Oh my God.
It's saved. Beautiful work. And down again.
No
time
foul.
On Tampa.
Wow. What a save. Unbelievable save. She just guessed the side. Unbelievable. 5 minutes remaining and more overtime for us.
Yep. The game doesn't end just yet. The penalty kick, it's the hardest thing to do. Obviously, I think the team is going to any Chipotle or anything that's ordered for the team after this game.
And penalties are just a 50-50, and you could see the goalkeeper was well placed and an amazing save for her.
Exactly. I think the team will order some extra food or extra ice cream or whatever they're going to do to celebrate, no matter, I think, the result off that great penalty save.
Oh.
The shot on goal!
Oh, what a goal!
And that penalty leads to the win.
Unbelievable goal.
Nova will pull off a minor upset here.
Amazing goal.
Heartbreak for Tampa.
The fans can't believe it. The goal was just amazing, and it just came from a penalty miss.
It did.
Wow.
And I think down there on the field is the number 10, Catherine Hostage. I know she's got to feel devastated, but it's not her fault. The keeper guessed right. What a thrilling conclusion, a penalty, and then a really nice long shot that finds the top corner.
Nova Southeastern 2, Tampa 1.
Tampa.
And we thank you for your attendance at tonight's game.
Takes a tough loss. 4-2 now in the conference, 5-4-1 on the year. Nova Southeastern goes level with them, 5-4-1 in the year and 3-2 in conference play. Man, this was a really thrilling match, a disappointing finish. Really good night, and you got to feel for Catherine Hostage. She played such a good game. In fact, she was a reason the game went to overtime with that beautiful opening goal. Yeah. And I know that she feels devastated about it. All she has to do is keep her head down. She's been a leading goal scorer for the team all year. No one's blaming her on this loss. Yeah, the team overall just couldn't get the win.
Yeah, and we know it's all about, that's what happens in sports. You just miss, you have a rough night, and it happens. It's part of it. It's why we love it. It was an amazing game. It was full of emotions, full of great feelings. And I think that the Spartans can be positive about what's coming just in front of them, ahead of them, because they played an amazing game, and they're doing an amazing season too.
Exactly. A great night overall, and disappointing for the Spartans, but they showed a lot of great effort, a lot of great fight. And these types of losses sting, but it does mean that they weren't blown out. They kept it close and up to the end. And hopefully that will motivate them to push forward next time and do better. My player of the game, I think, from tonight would have to be Shannon Hardy off that penalty save, and good work earlier in the match to make some good stops. And she was, I think, key in keeping, setting up that chance right at the end for Nova Southeastern to win.
Yeah, I'll go with the goalkeeper too. I think that save just made the entire match for this team that actually came today and was brave. They played also very well. We have to give them some credit. It's tough to play here at Pepin Stadium, but always interesting to show some pressure, to show some bravery. And what she did as a goalkeeper was simply impressive. In the end, Tampa played well. Nova Southeastern played well too. So major props, and we're just happy for this great game.
Yep, at the end of the day, all that matters is you have fun. And hopefully both teams did. Even if it's mixed with a little bit of heartbreak at the end. That's why we love the beautiful game. And that's why, of course, you've all tuned in to watch it. Thank you for watching tonight. We've had a blast being able to put on some commentary. Tate was with me in the first half. I'm Taylor Storthy.
I'm Fabrizio Mejia, and thank you very much.